a really strong laner for an offlaner, so he can do a decent job pressuring the Alchemist. It also gives them a nice mobility advantage to help stay on top of Elk if they want to gank him. But the downside is that a Spectre is not going to match up incredibly against Elk. Elk will outfarm Spectre, generally will out-tank him, but also has enough minus armor to be a threat towards Spectre later in the game. So I do like the Quincy crew draft a little bit better as well. The other players on Infamous can make a lot of space, though, like having CM and a Rubik and an Ember Spirit is certainly a little scary. And that could be a little bit too much pressure against Elk if Quincy doesn't do a good job setting tempo themselves.
I think the only thing that I don't really love about the Quincy crew draft is the Necrophos, simply because I'm not a huge fan of seeing Lelis on these sort of heroes that aren't able to do like some of the flashier plays. This is definitely one of those players that really excels. You know, you saw his axe. You saw what he can do with or that was Pepita in the last game, but you saw what he can do with his centaur. We've seen what he can do with these playmaking heroes. And so Necrophos feels a little bit like a waste to me, but
Really?
I can understand why they picked it up.
Like, it's a little bit scary. I mean, they picked it into the Spectre, so they felt comfortable playing it, but um, I wouldn't say it's a waste. I think Necrophos can have a very good place. There are some games where it falls a little bit flat, but not only is it going to be a decent laner, especially against a melee hero, but it also gives them a little bit more burst potential against heroes like Ember Spirit, against Spectre, against Centaur. So I think it'll be fine here. He's just going to go like typical Mech Greaves build, most likely, and then we'll be backed up by all of his initiators, and he'll be a nice follow-up.
Well, see, that's the thing, though, is I'm used to seeing him on the initiators, I guess is what I'm saying. But that's a personal preference,
True.
Obviously.
You can initiate by running in very aggressively and forcing people to go on you.
That is always a plan.
Sort of the same.
Yeah, sure. You're not wrong. All right, we're gonna see the Enchantress. Now, the panel didn't like this Enchantress that much. What are your thoughts on this?
Like I agree with some of these features of the hero. The hero is a bit weak. Like your laning stage, she definitely contributes an above average laning stage. That's never been contested by anybody. But the problem is that like once you get to the mid game phase of the game, yes, you've stabilized your lanes, but you don't contribute as much from there on. You don't gank very well. You don't team fight very well. You're basically a little hard to kill. You can heal generally yourself, and enchant is okay. And because you can't farm, you also can't collect items very well either. So Enchantress is this weird place. She's like a worse version of Undying, basically. She stabilizes the lane a little better and more flexibly against more heroes. And the Dispel can be nice, but she doesn't do that much else. So it's easy to point at her and be like, she's a problem. But it's also important to remember that because she stabilizes lanes, she could make Alchemist viable in a place where Alchemists otherwise wouldn't work. So like that's always the trade-off. It's very easy to say, well, they lost because they have Enchantress, but in reality it's like, well, maybe they felt like they had Enchantress because they were gonna out, you know? So I'll still blame her anyways. I'm not learning very much from my own statements, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. It is nice, the enchant against Ember Spirit, they can remove Flame Guard. That's one cool thing they can do. Other than that, I don't know.
Well, like you said, you know, it's we'll win now so that way we can win later. Small victories on the way to the greater battle. But otherwise, again, pretty quiet. No first blood just yet. Of course, the kill potential is a little light on both sides unless you have that rotation. Okay, so Michael gonna take a couple of these hits. Not much damage though, just gonna harass him a little bit. He does manage to block the camp though. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Not gonna be able to stack that, get creeps from it.
Yep, exactly. And that's why Iwar moved over. They were hoping to zone him a little bit, but he did a good job cutting back up in the tree. Last hits are looking pretty even across the board.
You have been denied.
Good deny by Quinn there. Necrophos up to 11, 6 on the Spectres, so small advantage there too.
Yeah, just everybody farming, although you are sitting a little low. Runs right into Michael here. He's got to have the vision. They can see him, tries to cut off this. The body blocks come out here, trying to let Pepita get close enough. No, do they have a Fade Bolt? Yes, they do. That's the first blood.
That's really good.
And the tips come out too. Oof.
That's a really, really big kill against the Elk. His last hits are struggling a little bit. Only got 7. but it's not the end of the world. So like, even though Enchantress seems good, stuff like that still happens sometimes. I don't know. I definitely agree that watching the hero can seem a little painful. Oh,
This is
frostbite
a
up.
dead MSS. This is a good body block there from Excel when he tried to roll away. Very nicely done.
It was, yeah. And crazily, CM is already level 3, so that's why she had no issues there going for the frostbite follow-up and still having mana too. It's a good start.
Are doing the best that he can. He did get taken down earlier, but
Enchantress all the way over at the large camp, cleaning up that camp, possibly gonna send the Centaur over. 2 points in enchant at the moment. Gets a ward down. It's going to make the laning stage a little bit harder for Yawar, but because of the runes coming up, this is one nice thing is that he can continue jungling while he contests the rune with the Centaur. That's a small little advantage. Gets a little bit more stack, and most importantly, the way he spent the time was stacking, which is something that Elk's going to want to clear later on when his lane just gets a little too hard. So
on the middle lane, they made some moves over onto Faker. He's going to try to bottle through. I don't think they're going to be able to quite grab them. They do have the Centaur just beelining for him, though. Take a couple hits as he walks past the camp. He's trying to just waste a little bit of time, but oh, the Centaur not quite looking at him. It's about to time out, too. Cancels out the TP, though. That's huge. That is a dead Faker.
and that's why you pick Enchantress, you idiots, obviously. Great hero. And here comes SPG to stabilize the laning stage again.
Yeah,
running his creeps in. That stun was insane. And the crazy part was that they didn't have the chain stun there. That the Ember Spirit might be able to stay alive or at least delay a bit more time. Get a Fairy Fire as well. So SVG stabilized in lane state. Here they go for the bounty ring. He still gets
You're
it.
still got
big.
it. What,
And
Michael?
A kill.
And a kill. Might be able to turn this around though. They'll probably be able to get the kill on this Enchantress. Nice rotation from XL. Will ensure that they clean up.
CM got owned there as well though.
This'll come in handy.
I don't think she's dead. We still have mana on that Satyr, I think, but she would take 2 hits for that to be a kill.
Try it.
Maybe she'll stop moving for 10 seconds. And
probably not.
You never know.
All right.
SVG TP in the mid lane. Not sure about this one. Maybe because they plan to gank. No, just ward deward.
It does feel like a lot of the times, yeah, they're devoting a lot of information to finding out what Faker is doing. And it does feel like a lot of the times Faker is the one that kind of carries the game until they can get enough up and running over on their core. We'll jump forward over here. So manages to grab it up. Michael, not looking too good right now. The Remnant, and look at this. Faker says, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. You're probably dead here. Although it does give him the bottle charge. Yawar gets taken down again in the bottom lane. Pepita finding a kill. That's a very big kill. But over in the mid lane again, the moves are being made over here to Faker. He tries to go and dodge around. There's 3 heroes though. This is not feeling super great for him as Quinn just chases them down one by one. Aether Remnant pulls him back in and he kills his brother.
Jeez. That's 2 big kills in the mid lane. The Alk death was a pretty huge deal actually. The Centaur was kind of low when it happened, but I think it was a solo kill, so it must have done some dual-edged or double-edged stuff. He's got 2 points in Stomp, 3 points in double edge, all about getting kills in this lane.
A little rough, Michael. MSS just surfing on the tailwinds of Michael here as he runs away. Drums get picked up though over on Spectre. Spectre sitting at 2.7k, and Alchemist not far behind her.
Necro's doing pretty good in the lane, about the same as Spec. But it seems very clear that Centaur's won his lane here. Is he gonna grab SVG?
Yeah, looks like they will get the stomp. They've got a lot of damage here, so that's a dead, very dead Enchantress. And the creeps the roll in though. Faker almost managing to dodge away here, but gonna just get pulled right back in. Excel, he's trying. He's only a little Crystal Maiden. What can he do to help Faker? Tower's already down though, so it's just gonna slide around, play a little bit. Just be careful he gets drawn back in again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And
MSS is trying to pressure.
Yeah.
He'll bulldoze this one, I think.
Gonna get that last hit. Oh, no, not worth it.
Ooh, Iron Talon for Alk. Nice pickup.
That's
That will
fantastic.
accelerate him. His net worth is pretty sad right now, though, I gotta say, but he'll accelerate a lot now. But he's really been struggling on levels down here. It's been left alone, but Centaur is just a strong laner right now. All the little buffs
I'm
to his nukes. So
They've just been running at him constantly. Like there's a lot of aggression coming out from the side of Quincy Booth draft, but it just followed up right back in again. Look at that. Again, just dragging back here on the Ember. The Haunt comes out from Bakaz. He's looking. He wants to get the final hit. He's not going to be able to. His Quinn's running away. Does have that little bit, but with Excel making the rotation, they get a kill on MSS, and Quinn will finally go down to Bakaz.
I thought that he was going to die again on the Ember Spirit side, but he just tanked a little too much there. Not enough damage between the two of them to get him. So cost them a lot. There was a lot of big global ultimates, and either way, the Necrophos is still having a really good game. So probably too many resources, all things considered.
Dire's top tower.
But pressuring Alk here would be excellent. He gets ulti
the
off, but
stomp, the slight, and Excel gets the
super easy
kill.
Just a super easy kill.
Yeah. I love the
Would've been a
aggression
fun
coming out
grab.
from both of these teams.
Yeah, they're moving where they know the carries are going to be. Done a good job there.
Bottom lane, the roll onto Michael with the silence. They have the enchant already. Throw out the Fade Bolt, though. Trying to just buy himself a little bit more time. Throwing the Enchantress under the tower, getting the stun up on MSS. Man, Michael has just been living for way too long here. The roll forward from MSS, though. Finally, they'll be able to get the kill, but if this turns back around, they get the kill on Crystal Maiden, and Pakaz is going to be able to... Oh. Faker.
I don't know if that one was worth it. Dive a little bit. It cost some rotations again, but it's a double kill here. Let's see if we can get the solo kill.
Dire's top
I should
tower
hope he gets a
is
solo
under
kill on
attack.
this Crystal Maiden. I'd be very surprised if he didn't.
Yep. Only had to use 1 Aether Remnant, which is good for him. Bounty runes are up.
Everywhere you are is, they're just hot on his tail all the time. Stomp gets dropped. They've got the double edge. Body blocks coming out too. They want to let Michael get in there, and there's another hit coming out here from Pepita. The Scythe is going to get used though, so they'll be able to take down Pepita finally. Meanwhile, Faker trying to bottle up, get a little bit more mana online.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You are just so pressured. He's still not top net worth here. 10 minutes 30.
It's not
Not
where he
looking
wants
good
to
for
be.
him.
No, that's very difficult.
On the bright side, there aren't the most natural counters on the enemy team when they all get a little bit farmed, because they're not. There's not a huge amount of single target damage. But for right now, it's plenty good.
Michael with the lift. It's a nice drop, but the taunt comes back out. Looks like he'll be able to get Pakaz out. He's got his own little bubble there, but doesn't protect him for very long with what they have throwing at him.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Okay.
fallen.
Bot tower falls, no deny there. Boundary rune picked up by Alk. 1800 gold towards his relic. 4 deaths on him though. Definitely having a bit of a rough one. But Necro's still been basically untouched all game, which is going to be a really good place for Lelis to be.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's going back for the Greaves after the treads. It always feels bad, but like sometimes you have to do it. To go both treads and the other one.
Here's the Stampede. They want this kill on Lelis. They even used the Haunt to go Shroud. Knocking in though. Here comes MSS. Gets the silence off. Excel was looking like he had a good ultimate there, but it's not going to be able to do it. In fact, it looks like he's going to fall. He'll be able to take Lelis first, though. Excel will fall on the back lines. MSS was rolling in. Again, he was trying to save him. He had a great magnetize, but he just doesn't have enough damage.
Done a lot of damage to all those heroes, but only a Crystal Maiden in response, and that was a little too dangerous for Necro to play in that all the way up by the tower like that when their tier 1 is already gone. It's not worth it.
Oh,
Still
did
high
he-
though.
Who grabbed that double damage? Was it
Quinn
Baker?
got it.
Quinn got it. Okay, because I saw him drop the Aether Remnant, and I saw that. I just couldn't see. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right. Let's see. Kaz making his way down to bottom lane. Is working on the Yasha, which will eventually be the Manta. Don't have a lot of vision for him down here. It's a little bit spooky. But they do have a smoke over on the side of Infamous. Looks like they're hunting for UR yet again. They know that he's not in his own jungle.
And they
They
have
have a
wards
ward.
directly on him, so
Look, the bounty is set.
I'm sure that doesn't help your chances of a successful game.
No, especially when he just TPs out, realizing, I haven't seen everyone for a while. I should probably move. But on the bottom lane, Pakaz gets cleaned up here by Lelis. that was another scythe kill. So the scythe is paying off.
I don't know if that one was a scythe. It might have been a little short because he's only dead for 25 seconds. I think I saw his HP at a tiny sliver. So, but either way, the kill is still big, considering the
Dire's
current
bottom tower
net
is
worth
under
that they have.
attack.
Baker, the other team is on their way. The roll again, a nice lightning just zips away. Bye bye.
It's a good try by MSS. Try to get him with the silence afterwards, but it just didn't land. He's going Spirit Vessel on Ember Spirit, a very good item against basically everybody on Quincy Crow. Great against Enchantress, great against Alchemist, great against Necrophos. Limit some of the healing that they can do. But if only he had 3 Spirit Vessels. There's only so many you can have.
Only. All right, we're
that's
getting
gonna be
closer and
relic
closer to
from-
that relic.
Dire are scanning.
The Radiance will definitely be good this game. I would say SVG's enchant performance has been pretty solid so far. I think I liked the main thing I liked was that he did a good job with his neutral creeps, even if he wasn't necessarily there. Like he sent them around the map basically to do effective things. But now that his effective thing might just be dying, giving him up for the team.
Looks like they're not
no, they
interested in the
see.
Enchantress. They want UR. That's who they want. They know he's there.
Dire's
Yeah,
All right, well, maybe they'll go back
tower is
around
under
for. They have the Enchantress creep just bopping him on the head here.
Golem, get ye gone. Everyone sit up straight.
Tiny golem babies.
Also murdered. It's messed up.
Whole family right there. Who's gonna
Isn't it
tell
cool
their
how, like,
parents?
I don't know. Isn't it cool how Enchantress can like dominate basically
Dire's
the
top tower
father
is under attack.
golem, and then it makes the children also under her will. Is that weird?
That does seem a little weird.
Yeah, it probably is.
I don't know. Is it really like children though, or is it just like pieces
a
of
good
the
question.
former? That is the real question. Or
Shards.
is he like a seahorse? You know, is he holding on to his babies and they just pop out because their dad's dead? I don't know. These are questions that I don't have
Whoa.
the answers to.
Happy birthday! Your dad's
Oh god,
dead.
it's Finding Nemo all over again, basically. Oh no. Steal coming out from
Enchantress still.
Michael.
Oh, that's a good steal actually. Good against
is.
Ember Spirit. Or sorry, good against a Necrophos. Really good against the Void Spirit too. Can't be bad against Elf either.
All right, smoke coming out here from the side of Infamous. It's SPG again over here in the middle lane. I'm sure they would like a little bit better of a target. In fact, Quinn showing up right behind the tree. Michael walks directly into him. He's a little bit too slow though on the uptake as he gets the silence off there. It's going to be the lift, but Peter turning his attention now over to Quinn. They've got the hit over on the side though. The Magnetize coming through. Still trying to get in a position. They just do the flight around. That's going to be a dead Quinn. SPG now trying to run away. Excel doing the dance of his people will be able to help burst down, but they'll follow up with a good stun. You are joining the fight. This Crystal Maiden is absolutely dead. The roll coming out from MSS, but it gets blocked as they hold on to him and they go and they get a kill on Yuar. They'll follow up on MSS. Only Lelis will be the sole survivor.
Papita is owning on the Centaur there. Great timing to catch Quinn after the Yule Scepter. The fact that he was able to land that stun changes the fight, and then he follows up on the Alchemist as well. So really good engagement for him.
Man, if he keeps playing this well, they're gonna start bringing back the old Papita es mi pastor
Yeah, no.
meme that they used to do. Look at that. All right, opens up. Have a little bit of a split fight. Focusing down pretty heavily on Quinn in the back line, and you are starting to join the fight here. We'll go. We'll pop his ultimate. Needs to cancel out the Crystal Maiden ulti, so he'll toss it back. MSS joining in, but look at this. Look at this moment right here. They're grouped up. The jump, the stomp, the slice. Double kill.
And we just saw a Ember Spirit get Reaper Scythe in the main game. I only
Okay.
saw it after he was dead.
I was focusing too hard on the replay. My bad.
It's okay.
Thanks for letting me know, though. Quinn, dragging back in. Should get a kill on Papita here. Easy peasy.
And while everything looked so good for Infamous, the same story goes. Quincy Crew still is farming really fast despite losing team fights, and I don't know why. I don't know how they do this.
They hit creeps. They immediately
Crepe
respond
is-
and immediately go right back to hitting creeps.
They're a big fan of the French pastry/pancake like contraption.
Oh man, why would you do that to
Dire's
me?
middle
I'm so
tower
hungry,
is under
Purge.
attack.
Bringing up crepes.
It's too bad.
Shake my head. All right,
That's
so
all
the
I know about
invasion's
crepes.
on in the jungle. That's all you know about crepes? You can fill them with lots of delicious things, dude. They're wonderful.
It's not really like.
Nope.
I guess that is some knowledge, knowing what you eat them with, but it's not really about the thing itself. Am I wrong?
No, because you're putting filling into it. Filled crepes is the thing.
Like with the blood of your enemies.
I mean, if that's what you're into, Purge, it's 2020, and I'm not gonna judge you, but probably not. The Centaur brother is chasing after Pepita. Very nicely done, though, here from Faker. We'll slow them down over on the back end here. There's gonna be the Haunt, and the roll forward chasing after Excel. Looks like they should be able to get this Crystal Maiden, no problem. MSS, it looks like he might be the next one to go down, but he's gonna be able to roll on out. Buyback coming out from Crystal Maiden. She wants to be a part of this fight. She's TPing in. They just don't have enough damage or catch right now. Lelis and Quinn, they just walk away. Over on the other line, though, is Faker gonna be okay? This is not looking good for him. Oh, no, he does have a remnant. He's no fool.
Okay. Really helps to have Nether Shawl in this case, too, against this much magic damage. So they end up surviving the fight pretty well. When Quinn gets eggs, I think the game is going to change a little bit here, because it's going to allow him to protect himself against Centaur Stun a lot easier, for example.
The rune of haste.
Another silence.
Did not get the rune, unfortunately. Did force him to use it, so that's not terrible. They might be able to catch Crystal Maiden, though.
I would say they can definitely catch Crystal Maiden. Yeah, she'll go use the ultimate, but the kick and the scythe is a dead Excel. Michael
Doesn't
joining in
protect
the
it.
fight. Does have the cost here. Lands onto two of them. There's going to be the zip coming out from Faker. Gets the kill on SVG. And they'll find a return kill on MSS using the scythe. Rest of Infamous, they want to kind of get in here, but they're trying to figure out how to do it. All right, Kaz gets dragged right into Pepita's there. The Yule coming out, though. Buys him a little bit more time. Jumps forward over onto Michael. He's trying to run away. He cannot do it fast enough. As they'll collect themselves the bounty runes and consider it a pretty decent fight going for the side.
They're picking the top bounty runes. The real question is, are they going to be able to get the top ones in time? Infamous is TPing in. They're running for him. They do not want to let those go. Here comes the TP from Quinn. Is he going to be able to get there in time?
Fast enough. Ooh, he's going. They have vision. They have a
Oh,
sentry.
get him.
Grabs it up, turns back around. Oh, Pepita. You weren't ready for what they had presented for you, so he's going to have to use a stampede and run. It's a long range impetus being thrown there, but not going to
Almost
quite
caught him,
be
too.
able to grab him. Very close.
But they got one bounty, so puts Alchemist a little bit higher in the network charts. I'm curious what is Elk building right now, actually. He's had Radiance
He's
for a
going for the
while,
Manta, I think.
probably... Oh, gonna go BKB first. Yeah, Manta's generally weak, is what I feel. He's got BKB finished, actually. Manta's just like, yeah, you can remove some spell on Elk, but his base stats are so ineffective, and you don't get that much gold from the Manta split push. It just feels better to have a fighting item, because like being able to split push better doesn't feel like it's really gonna increase your chances of winning a fight. That's what it feels like to me, at least.
No, you're
BKB
absolutely
looks
right.
a lot
'Cause
safer.
I was thinking about Spectre. Spectre has finished the Manta. That's right.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yep. Nope,
Well, I'm sorry I
100%
just
right. Good
lectured
job,
you
Purge.
so long
No.
about the Manta.
No, you know what? This is good. This is good to tell people and like inform them. That's why you're here.
It's true. SVG pop and heal because he spotted the CM. It means there's a good chance he gets gone on. So just a totally good move there.
Dire's top tower is
He'll
under
get the mana
attack.
back, no big deal. It's nice to know as well that like it isn't just Elk that they have to worry about, because Elk
Radiant's
being the
middle
solo
tower
core
is under
always feels a
attack.
little bit weak if they have a rough game, but knowing that he's got like a Necrophos and a Void Spirit having a decent game is pretty encouraging, I think, for Quincy crew.
Well, it's about to get even more encouraging for them because Quinn has finished up his Aghanim Scepter, so
Okay.
that will make him a little bit less likely to get murdered by the Centaur. He did already pick up that Yule Scepter as well, realizing that he does need a defensive item, and also it's a good item just in general, right? You can pull them into the Aether Remnant if you just can't get that grab right away, so.
Yep, it's great for setup. Seemed pretty poor this game. 1,600 net worth at 22 minutes.
Dire's
Yikes.
structures are fortified.
It's a hard knock life.
It is.
Single
Michael
mom
pushing
taking
up
care of her
top
4
lane.
kids.
Tower has fallen.
I guess so,
Kids are-
yeah.
Yeah, kids are greedy. See these kids?
Dire's bottom
Ooh, nice
tower is
immediate
under
dive
attack.
away by Faker.
He actually does have to be really careful. He gets silenced here. He's like permanently silenced.
Radiant's top
There would have been
tower
follow-up.
is under attack.
Hide in the trees.
It's good positioning. Michael will show himself.
Dire's middle
All right,
tower
are they going to fall for it? Quinn jumps forward with the signs. Pepita, he's got to get in there, gets the stomp off. They just need a little bit more damage here. I'm not sure they're going to be able to get this kill and lock him down for long. Okay, with Faker coming in, maybe. Although in comes SVP, there's Assimilate. They just can't quite grab him. The roll in from MSS. He gets off the Magnetize, and now he's going to try to run away. There's so much damage coming up, but the side comes through, and they just take out because he's like not even a part of this at all. All he could do was haunt.
He ends up TPing out. Nice escape. Oh, they killed Alk too? Alk died in this fight? Or is this
Did
a
they?
solo kill? Alk is dead. He died bottom.
Oh,
You press the old enter button for me. Let me see who killed him.
Yeah, what?
The
Oh,
Spectre
because
killed
killed him
him.
before he went top. All right.
Okay. That is a huge kill. He got 800 gold for that kill.
Wow.
The heck? It was probably did Center show up top late? I don't think
No,
Center
he was in the tree
there.
line.
Was he? Okay.
Uh-oh. Quinn silenced over onto the Crystal Maiden. Excel trying to just dance around. It's going to be pretty difficult for him to outmaneuver him. And there's an easy kill there for Quinn. No, they had 3 heroes in the top lane that were sitting in the tree line.
Yeah.
The only person who wasn't there was
I feel like it had to be like
Faker.
Centaur and Spectre bottom.
No,
'Cause I
he was top.
don't-
He was top.
okay.
It had to be either Faker and Pakaz or just Pakaz. I don't know.
I just can't imagine dying solo to a Spectre. That seems
That sounds like such a
Impossible
flame.
when he's got
Imagine
BKB.
dying solo to a Spectre.
like there
as
had to be
Alchemist.
somebody else there. There had to be.
Maybe he was just sitting a little too low.
Yeah, maybe.
The only thing I can really think of, maybe he was tanking a bit too much. He figured he was safe. Don't know. There's the Astral step forward, though. They found Pepita. They should be able to chain stun them up, so that'll be a nice quick kill here for you are.
Necro Quay farm now. Almost got Lotus Orb too. In fact, he does have the gold for it. Oh no, the courier. Ooh.
That's pretty good. That's his plate mail there.
are scanning.
Yeah, that could have been his AC being finished actually. So 2-minute
works.
window here.
Are scanning.
And
Looking
Quinn,
for
very aggressive
respect,
plays.
but he gets out.
They don't have a lot of vision, though. I think that's a little sus, right? Because he immediately jumped after Pakaz, but there's like 3 other heroes nearby, and he's just so fast compared to the rest of his team. All right, hype completed now for the Centaur. 11k net worth lead, going over to the side of Quincy crew. What's their next move here?
To restore the void within.
Smoke. Okay, that's a move. As they walk directly into Faker, the roll in. Oh, over on the side, hitting 2 of them all at once. The double silence over here on the Rubik. They'll go right back in. They get the kill on Lelis this time. MSS trying to roll on out. Looks like he's going to be able to leave this fight, but they manage to get the chains off over on the side. The fight going forward here. Can they finish off SPG? They will, but Quinn, now he's going to just fall as well.
Just way too much damage. Lelis took the brunt of the initiation, and I don't think he has magic resistance actually. I think that's part of the reason he got bursted down, because everybody focused him. He got the Centaur follow-up as well. He was not able to do a cycle of healing. So they hit the they hit the backline well, and I thought that it was gonna be fine because they hit the support so hard, but they got crushed in the fight. He actually does have a nether shawl on the Necrophos, so it's too much damage.
Yeah.
He got the magic resistance. If he has Hood there or something, he definitely lives and gets some heals off, but maybe it's a very different fight. But it's just slightly bad area to be fighting into at that moment, even if they got a semi-good initiation.
Are fortified.
Yeah, there's the AC that should have been finished this whole time on your war.
Feels bad.
The minute he won't have it, yeah.
Well, it's going to be a tier 1.
Radiant's middle tower has
Removed
fallen.
from the map here for Quincy crew.
Dire's bottom
Rest of the
tower
team, though,
is
just
under
gonna
attack.
TP out. Pepita staying around, just gonna farm up a camp. Need to be a little careful, but does have the blink, so he's already out. Ooh, Paladin
Still
sword.
impressively high net worth for Alchemist, though. But I guess the Spectre does have solo kill potential at this point to Indefusal Blade. If they catch him outside of BKB, Spec can do a lot of damage. And considering Elk's not like insanely far ahead, it's a little hard for him to get solo kills right now.
Yeah, that does feel a little rough. It's usually, you know, your alchemist, you want him leaps and bounds ahead of everyone else, but he's had a difficult game.
Yeah, so he's still farming pretty good
Radiant's
though.
top tower is under attack.
About one item ahead. Here comes the AC. Looks like he bought out his next item too. Am I crazy?
This will hasten
Yeah, Basher.
footfalls.
All right. See if he can control the hero. Aha, CM
What?
got the range creep. Oh, Paladin Sword for Alk. That's a pickup right there. That's his item. More regen when he turns his ulti on. More life steal. Great snag.
I'll definitely be happy for that pickup, that's for sure.
They still have Spirit Vessel, I guess, so they can reduce it. But and yeah, he's gonna go Scotty afterwards. The other counter to high regen heroes.
But he's got
Spectre
that extra
pick is-
bonus with the Paladin Sword, though, too.
Is under attack.
Yeah, but it stops like 50, 40%. I don't remember the exact number that Scotty prevents, but it's a lot.
Are scanning.
Orb of Destruction also really good. That'll probably go on Quinn. Make his ultis do more damage. It's not terrible on Alchemist either, but I assume he'll want to keep Paladin Sword instead.
That's what I'd assume. Yeah, it looks like it is going to go over to Quinn. He just swapped out from his inventory. I'm sure it's being delivered. Yep, there we go. Good item,
slow is
good
gonna be
call,
really good.
Purge.
25% slow. It's going to make it a lot easier for him to right click without disables. So he won't always have to use his Aether Remnants. And there's the Cloak now in Necrophos too. He needs to be the frontliner. And it'll be a little bit easier when he has overwhelming magic resistance. Here's Scotty finish. That's a buyout for Spectre, but he's got Aegis, so it's not that dangerous.
Dire's top
Looking
tower
for
is
an
under
initiation. He'll haunt and follow this up, and we'll see who it goes on.
I think they were hoping
like
that they'd
that.
be trying to go for the runes.
And they did. SVG just went and ninja one of them. And he denies the DD as well, knowing that they're probably to the right. Like, imagine if they grabbed that DD right now and forced a fight with Haunt. SVG's making some really good plays this game.
Right, the rest of Quincy crew grouped up around their triangle. They're realizing nobody's showing on this map except for the Spectre, and Spectre can just show up whenever she likes. So they go for their own smoke. They do see Faker over here. They've got, oh, look at that ward. It found out all four of them were grouped up.
They can still fight with this. But Pepita's in the front. They don't want to go on him if they can. But they might be able to see the back line.
Look at the way
They're
they're
pretty
moving.
grouped here. Oh, they
Smoke on
smoked
smoke.
too.
The roll on in from MSS. He gets a very big magnetize. A follow up though with the Haunt on the back lines. MSS, he's taking so much damage. The BKBs are popped though, as now they're gonna
Spectre's
try to
dying?
just chip through here. Nope, Spectre's still alive. They're chasing after Faker, changing their targets. This is not looking good. He meant to go for a little bit of a dodge, but can they finish off here on Lelis? They managed to do it. Pakaz still alive this entire time. He still has that Aegis too. Zipping forward, trying to slow them down. Michael with the lift will be able to pick up the Alchemist, drag him right back in again. Spectre finally taken down, but Quinn and UR both sitting very, very low. SVG on the backside though will be able to finally take down Pepita, but they'll end up losing UR. SVG is taken down. The roll comes out because he wants this kill so bad. Is he going to go for the dive? Will he respect it? Looks like he's going to respect it. He'll back off and focus on the tower.
Like, Quincy Crew's taking these fights as good as they can, basically, but it's just hard. Like, Quinn breaks the smoke, he grabs a good ulti, but he's dying too quickly when he goes in. He's dying almost instantly every single time that he rolls into the enemy lineup, but he's got to go in. They're just having, like, it's like disable issues, it's follow-up issues. They don't have an initiator that, like, Quinn's or MSS is jumping in and disabling a little bit, but it's not like a Centaur stun or Sand King Burrow Strike. And fights like that are also going to make Necro a little bit weak too. He's walking in slowly to try to follow up and help. But they're not getting enough kills right at the start of the fights. Like, their lineup doesn't fit together very well. If that was started with like an Alchemist blinking in, throwing a big stun on two heroes and BKBing, then it feels very different. But when the guy that initiates is vulnerable afterwards, it feels a lot harder to win the fight in the moments after.
Just feels kind of like, you know, hello, here I am. Get your spell off, and then you're just pretty much useless because you're just getting blown up by everybody at that point.
Yeah, he tried to land the AoE silence, but I don't think it was super effective. You might have missed it there.
There was a lot going on. There was a lot of BKBs that got immediately popped too.
Yeah, there was.
All right, well, Got the Abyssal Blade online now for the Alchemist. The problem is if they jump on him before he can do anything and chain stun him, it's not going to make
And
a
they have
big
slows,
difference.
too. Yeah, so he was focusing the Spectre, actually. And it looked like Spec was going to die, but then he gave up and tried to kill the Ember Spirit instead. Probably realizing, like, if I kill Ember, or if I kill Spectre right now, his Aegis is going to pop, he's going to respawn, and then nobody else is going to be dead, and we're going to lose at 5-0. So that's why you are changed targets. Maybe you can blame his target acquisition a little bit. He didn't get lucky on a bash with Ember. It would have helped maybe get a kill there, but I like how they're scouting next to the Centaur. Kind of give it like a little bit of a bait.
Not gonna find anyone though. They're all in the dire jungle. They can see them though. They do have the vision of Pepita. Again, not the target that they necessarily want. Very tanky. And they'll just continue to push out these waves. They have Haunt back up. They do have the Stampede, Freezing Field. They've got a lot of stuff online right now, but doesn't feel like they necessarily want to jump in on them. Shadow Blade completed for Alchemist. That's a nice pickup. Crystal Maiden, very, very poor. Gonna become even poorer now that she has to carry all this detection.
It'll be fine. They're splitting the sentries, and then they already have a lot on the map anyways from the D-warding. Like, you buy so much detection nowadays anyways. It really doesn't even feel that bad against Invis heroes like it used to. You get the kills, it pays off.
In my day, Sentry Wards came in a 2-pack, and then you could split them up sometimes and buy them single. Man, we've come a long way with our wording. And the prices. All right, Baker. Catches up a, oh, they were going into that blink, but now they have to be careful. The Aether, sorry, going back in again. There's going to be the Haunt, though. Kaz focusing down over here on Quinn. He pops his own BKB. He's got to dissimulate out. SPG is going to be the first fall. Quinn just keeps dodging in and out in this fight. Michael, though, gets taken down by Yuar. Kaz is left all alone here. This is not feeling very good. They get the bash off, and comes Excel. There's the BKB again over onto Pakaz. They try to run away. He's going to be able to immediately cancel out the Crystal Maiden ulti. Faker zipping around. He's trying to save his Spectre. It's just not seeming to be enough, although he does have the Astral. He's got the dagger. He's going to be able to go. Excel still alive somehow after all the time. Finally falls. Quinn gets taken down. Pakaz just keeps dodging in and out of these fights. They want you are so badly. Lotus Orb, though, comes out, buys a bit more time. There's another Silence. Pepita, silence stuff. The toss out, the stolen Alchemist. Oh, they did a double kill. Oh my god. They don't even manage to take down Pepita thanks to that Glimmer Cape.
Oh, that fight was going decent for them finally, but that double stun, that double concoction just nailed them. Gave Pepita another round of AoE damage on 2 people. It looked so good for Quincy, basically. They overextended on the Infamous side, trying to grab the Enchantress, but that Force Staff kept them out of position and gave them a good opening to initiate without having to worry about the counter-initiate. But when they got Spectre kind of low, his BKB was still active. He just bought it. It lasted for 10 seconds. And that was very crucial because it was hard for the Necrophos to keep up and land the Reaper's Scythe on the hero that they needed to, which is the Spectre. So it forced them to do this, like, running back and forth thing that lasted for a very long time, and they weren't quite able to close it out in the best way.
All right, well, Illusion's getting taken care of. Quinn just trying to bait a little bit.
Trying to slow down as much as he can.
Yeah.
They need their heroes alive. I don't. Yeah, all right. They ran another creep in the pit here. They're going to smoke and look for a fight. This is not a terrible idea. If they can get an engagement right now when Alchemist isn't quite there yet, it could be good for them.
They've got 4 seconds left, so they better make it count.
Is Ags? Okay.
Yes, it is.
Ags on Ember. Super mobile now.
They're looking for a pick off. No one's over in that camp, though. The closest person to them is, of course, Lelis.
Flicker's an amazing drop this game. They're going to give that to Necrophos almost for sure, so that he can remove Frostbites or the Spirit Vessels as well. Shaco also excellent. Really good item drops. That's 3 games in a row.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Shaco. Illusionist Cape is also insane for Spectre, though. Holy crap, that's good. If he had Radiance, it'd be a little bit better, but it's still amazing. Be able to push side lanes with that. Makes all of his illusions better. He went the Haunt illusion damage talent, actually. I haven't seen that almost ever, but he's got so much agility.
Oh.
It'd be worth it.
Well, they find Pepita. They get themselves a pick off. Look at the remnant immediately coming in though with the haunt. The BKBs are popped as they try to chase after Quinn Faker, turning around. Because trying to dance around over here. They get a nice dash over here on the Crystal Maiden, but she's got her ultimate. Will get taken down by Yuar. And he's trying to find the target so he can drop this unstable concoction. It's going to land over into Paz. The Crystal Maiden buys back. The roll is coming forward, and there's the sight. They're able to go and take down the Spectre. Faker getting slowed down just a little bit, dodging into the back lines as Crystal Maiden is looking mighty dead here. Still trying to grab Faker, MSS. The duels, is it enough? Are they going to be able to take him down? They've got the taunt, they've got the hold. Gonna still have one more remnant though. Zips out, so he's lost a lot of his team, but Faker will survive.
Okay, good fight for Quincy crew. Grabbing the Centaur by himself was a huge advantage here, and now they're going to be able to run at the Roche pit. No buyback on the Spectre here. See if they grab that Observer Ward, but I don't think it honestly matters. I don't think they can contest this with the heroes that they have. And now Silver Edge as well and Alchemist is going to be massive. Now when the BKB is down, they have a real, honest, not too difficult way to kill Spectre. Even like the Reaper's side that hit, it took a lot of HP off the three Quincy crew heroes that were standing around him. So break is going to make a big difference in this.
All right, well, down goes Rashawn. We've got the Aegis online for Quinn. They're feeling pretty confident right now. Still no Spectre. Man, Spectre's dead forever.
Yeah, the Reaper scythe was huge in this case when he doesn't have buyback. Such a big deal. Easy tower kill, and now let's get some high ground. There's 40 seconds left for the Spec. Quinn is a little low, but Yoar can do this pretty much by himself.
They drop
I love the stun
in
here.
case anybody gets the jump.
Yeah, they're looking for Centaur. If Centaur jumps in, he gets stunned instantly. Really safe way to protect him until the creeps come.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Chemical Rage picked up for Rubik.
All right, you want Chemical Rage movement speed on the Alk, knowing they have a lot of regen removal. If he just keeps his movement speed high, then he'll be able to get away from dangerous situations. Magic Lamp, great item for probably Necrophos here, I think.
Radiant are scanning.
We farms fast now.
All right, there's an initiation over onto Quinn, but the rest of the team is here. Stable Concoction being thrown out by Yuar. He's gonna just try to burst down Pepita, is forcing out the Stampede.
That's pretty
That's
close.
big actually though. Look at what Excel just picked up.
I didn't see what happened. What did he get?
Excel has a BKB.
I was gonna say Bracer. Is he farmed?
No, we
Good
got a
for him.
Crystal Maiden BKB, so that is gonna be a little difficult. It is gonna shift their attention during the fights because they can't just simply stun up the Crystal Maiden this time. Of course, she is still very, very squishy though. So while it's a short diversion, she is still gonna get blown up. But
It's going to be really
paint a
nice
bigger
against the
target
Void
with
Spirit.
that.
Because Void Spirit's going to hit the back line and he's going to use his third skill. It's going to silence her and then it just makes her life really hard. So at least this gives her some control over using her abilities. All right, so Infamous plays defensively. They're still waiting for the Aegis to be burned out. Till then, probably not good for them to fight. Octarine finished on Quinn now. So,
He's so
lots more
tanky.
spells.
that,
Yes.
the Shaco. Oh my gosh.
And the Ags and the Octarine core. It's crazy good. Here's another good place to have an Enchantress that he can steal the Spectre illusions. He's been doing this a couple times already this game. Gotta say, out of all the Enchantresses, this one looks the most relevant all game.
Ooh, look at that juicy, juicy double damage.
Was that a Daedalus Alchemist that I just saw? Yes, it was.
It is indeed.
That's some DPS right there.
Especially with that double damage right now.
Faker's got to be careful. His raw survivability is not that high. Heart picked up on Necrophos now. Now it's like the area where everybody in Quincy Crew is stupid tanky.
I don't know if they have enough damage to dish out to everybody anyways.
I honestly don't know either. Their single target is just
littering.
becoming inadequate.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Simulate stuns too, coming out from
Dire's
Quinn.
top tower has
Game
fallen.
is looking real scary for Infamous. They've been putting up a great fight, but I'm just not convinced that they have the damage to be able to kill these guys.
And none of the heroes are scaling that well, basically. They're all very like AoE based. Centaur very AoE based, doesn't become as good later. Rubik, kind of the same thing, basically. 3,200 HP on the Necrophos. Yeah, Ember's not scaling well. His net worth is not good. It's way below where Necrophos is. Maybe he could be side pushing a little bit better, but guess
Was
he's
it
very
just his
gankable on
build?
side lanes. Like, yeah, I'm trying to think about that. Spirit Vessel was his first item, of course, so it made him good at fighting, but not so good at farming. He basically would have to rely on like Flame Guard to get side lane kills. There was a little bit of worry about dying, maybe. But there's also just been like constant fighting, and Spectre goes and farms most of the other lanes, so maybe he's been sitting around a lot to be ready to team fight with his team while Spectre's off farming, so that's part of the reason his net worth isn't as high. Could be something like that. But certainly items has got to be a big part of it. That he doesn't have too
Yeah.
many natural farming items. And he doesn't AoE farm as well as Void Spirit does. They're trying to get a get-go though. DD's pop though. This is not a terrible timing for Quincy crew if they can
just
start the
lost
fight in a good way.
Aegis. They just lost
They,
the
I think,
Aegis.
did they see the ward? They saw the ward, I think, placed on the high ground. I think they might know.
I don't know.
Radiant are scanning.
A lot of shuffling around. Looks like they can't quite
They're
make up
running
their
into it.
mind.
They think they're high ground, but they're not.
They're on the other
Now
side
they
of the
know
river.
they're not high ground.
A pause.
They don't know exactly where they are, so it makes it hard. All right, this is good position for Infamous. Can they take this good fight?
SVG.
SVG, I think he spots. He's trying really hard to spot them. Please kill me.
Yeah, it's
It's another one of
definitely a
those
bit of a
times
bait.
where
Well,
it's good to
he's-
die.
Yeah. He broke the smoke though, the little bit of smoke they had left, I think.
I think, yeah.
Not much, but
Hey, free bounty rune. SVG, grab the bounty rune. No, somebody grab that bounty. Okay, thank you.
you're triggering poor Birch here. Somebody
It's like
please.
500 gold for Alk. All right, they're smoking. They're going back in again. Can they catch
All
one?
right.
No, they all get out in
Okay.
time. Okay.
All right.
All right, and now we just flip sides again. That was a lot of smokes used in that short bit of time, I gotta say.
That was so much tension. I'm waiting for like any moment
It
for them
was.
to just run into one, and they're like, nope, not gonna oblige us.
It's one of those situations where it looks like, oh, they're about to run into each other, obviously. But really, when you're in that position, it's hard to know exactly where they are, and you don't want to just go running in and make a mistake, because then the game's over.
You see the
Or
bait
the
over
game's
there?
in a
They've
very
got
bad.
they've got the ward over. Okay,
Oh.
the jump forward from Pepita. It's the silence, though. He's not gonna be able to do anything. And look at all the heroes just here from Quincy Crew. They just blow up Pepita. Now they'll take their chances. Look at that. It doesn't even matter that Crystal
God.
Maiden has a BKB. They just slices them into pieces. MSS now has Michael. Goes just slowing him down a little bit on the back line. So Faker trying to run away. Quinn's already. He's just sitting there. There's a BKB coming out from the Ember. The bashes, though, coming out from UR. He's just doing so much damage. And look at this. The waiting over here from SVG, unfortunately, does not have anything to slow him down. Quinn, though, chasing pretty deep here. Needs to be a little careful. Does have his little bubble up to avoid some of that damage. But while this was all going down, they got the kill on Michael.
They got so
And he's
spread
not-
out, actually. I
Yeah,
was looking
it-
at that diving by the tier 4 towers, and I look up and I realized that only one Infamous player had died yet. And then finally, the 40 seconds, he got Reaper's Scythe on the other side of the fight, but they got out so well, considering how that started. Obviously, some buybacks. Centaur bought back. He was the first hero to die. But now they have an opportunity to go high ground. Rubik is going to buy back those. Now we're on mostly equal ground, except for the whole 24,000 gold part. No big deal. Let's see if they can defend.
There's no haunt. I think they'll respect it. Is that a new double
Screw
damage
it.
on you, or has that just been...
Probably a new one, yeah. I mean, they do. There's double runes at 40 or whatever minutes after,
that's
so there's
right,
a
yeah.
higher chance of it popping. But yeah, another DD, very nice to have. Almost BKB for Urspirit. That'll be really nice, actually. He definitely needs the magic immunity when he jumps in.
Let us friends.
Oh, that's so depressing to see. You know, Excel showing off his shiny new 10-second BKB only to immediately get murdered by Alchemist.
He
because
really
it's just
he died
too much
fast,
physical
right?
damage. Yeah, it's not even worth it at that point, it feels. All right.
He got beat down.
Sometimes it be like that. Oh, okay. There's an Ags pickup here.
For who?
I don't know. Who is the lucky recipient? Probably Lelis? Yeah? No?
Oh, that's what you mean by Ags. Okay, Alkbine Ags. This game got a lot more interesting. I haven't seen one of this in a long time because normally like Alchemists just kind of like lose games and it doesn't feel very good. But this game, it's gonna start throwing out Sproink. Definitely Sproink.
You think it's a
Obvious,
Spronkin?
clearly Sproink.
Can't be the Void
in
Spirit.
all-
He's already got one.
It's definitely gonna be Earth Spirit, I think. Well, maybe.
You just
maybe
changed your mind completely
Well,
here.
it's
Make up
Necro
your
or
mind,
Earth Spirit,
Purge.
obviously. There's only 3 possible heroes, right? So look at
These
it this
sites
way:
have
the
been
Earth
so
Spirit,
good.
the Earth Spirit can save people's lives,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool. Or you can lower your Reaper Scythe cooldown, which is probably going to be the better one. Oh, actually, it doesn't
Yeah.
do that anymore. Excuse me. It does when you turn on it lowers your Ghost Shroud cooldown, and then it doubles your Heartstopper aura damage, I believe, when you activate it. So for that
Yeah, increases
reason, I'm gonna
Heartstopper aura damage while Ghost Shroud is active.
let's say Necrophos. I think
Okay.
it is quite good when their BKBs aren't active.
There it
Yeah,
is.
he does. There it is. So obvious, guys. Required no thought. The next one will go to
Zero.
Earth Spirit, though. Yeah.
For sure.
And don't,
We've seen the power
forget-
of the Earth Spirit Agnums many times, actually, in the last couple
Yeah.
games that we've been casting, so...
it's
very
basically perfect to counter when Infamous goes in aggressively
Die
on one
on
guy that they
scanning.
don't want to die. With that said, everybody's so tanky. Like, it would have been really cool to have it 20 minutes ago when Infamous actually had better burst damage. But now it's a lot harder for them to get these pickoffs. So I don't know if it's as necessary for Earth Spirit. But they could use it for grabs offensively. Grab somebody, kick them back, force the fight, that kind of thing.
Where are you going?
See if they go in here.
I like how Crystal Maiden is the one leading the fight. There's a jump forward from UR. They do some good bait, though, as Pakas jumps back in. Crystal Maiden, she's still alive. It doesn't matter. They get the kill on the back lines with Quinn just jumping forward. Pepita now taking
Send
way
forward.
too much damage. He's going to get taken down.
Tower is under
Got the
attack.
root in place. Very nice from Faker. They just can't seem to grab Kaz, but Quinn following up. Lelis is here too. They're doing so much damage over to him. Do they
Broken.
still have the side? They do. They have the side. Spectre down for 130 something seconds. She does have buyback, but I'm not sure how good that's gonna be. All right, Michael. Michael's running for his life.
They want to fight him now. Yeah, it feels at this point that Infamous doesn't have a chance anymore. They basically have a 1-core. It's a Spectre, and he's playing up against 3 other heroes that are pretty effective against him. Spectre cannot kill Void Spirit, basically. He can't very well deal with Necrophos, and he's got to worry about Reaper Scythe. And it's an Alchemist with buttloads of items who he can't really kill either, at least during these BKB times. Everybody's got so much HP on the Quincy crew side, it just feels like they don't die.
Fallen to the radiant.
It's an 8. They don't even want the Aegis. They're like, nah, we're fine. Us
It's
dying,
like, no,
not
you
gonna
take
happen.
it. No, you take it. Well, I don't want it. All right, well, you take it then.
I like the choice of the Earth Spirit. It's great. He's right.
He's got his own BKB now too. It's gonna be impossible because there's just their physical damage is basically just Spectre.
Dyer's middle barracks are
Yep.
under attack.
Oh, look at this. You are. The pings come out. Quinn's like, just finish the game. You are. I'd like to have dinner. Let's go.
Dyer's middle
There's
tower
no buyback from Spec yet, so they think they can get away with it maybe.
There's the buyback though.
has fallen.
Back
Now
out
they'll
a
go
little-
just Barracks on. MSS regrets everything.
He's got the Aegis. He's fine.
That was so
They
funny.
definitely didn't tell him, get back, dude. Well, they're still gonna force the fight anyways. They're feeling pretty powerful. Excel, he's already popped the BKB, but he just gets absolutely eradicated. And they're doing a lot of damage over here, but not quite gonna be able to finish up over onto MSS. He rolls on out, and now they're just trying to get back into their fountain. Oh, the pull right back in again. Pepita gets a nice double stomp off, but it doesn't, there's not enough damage. SPD's still alive.
Oh, he lives. Somebody tank this tower for me, he says. Dude, that was so funny. He starts his roll and he instantly turns it. He's like, oh no, no, no,
It's like,
no.
oh no.
The buyback, oh no.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah, unfortunately, it just doesn't feel like Infamous can do anything here. Quinn jumping forward, sees the Spectre. It's a nice lift, though, coming out from Michael.
Radiant's
Great
top
steering
tower
chains.
is under attack.
Prevents the
Dire's
chase.
middle
All right,
tower is under attack.
try to kill him. Do your best.
Get in
Misses
there
Slate.
and get in there. All right, MSS just giving the kick right back with the Abyssal Blade. They're going to try to follow up, but doesn't matter. That is a very dead faker with no buyback. Next up, Pepita, although he does have a Ghost Chester, is going to be able to stay alive a little bit longer. Picasso over on the side. It doesn't matter. They take down Pepita. This BKB means nothing to them, Picasso. Although Michael trying to get away here. The GG still is going to end up getting called.
And they almost hold things together, but Quincy crew able to do their specialty. They just keep hitting creeps. They don't throw that bad ever.